Welcome to the Demon Compendium, where we look at the history of the demons of the Megaten franchise. Today is April 1st, the day in which April Fools is celebrated. To celebrate the day of pranks and cheers, we are going to look at the airy history of one of the obscure demons in the Megaten franchise, the pink-winged elephant whose inspiration gave me weird facts in the middle of my research in 2 in the morning, Aerophant. As previously stated, Aerophant is one of the obscure demons in the franchise who only appears in few spin-offs thanks in part of his bizarre origins. Before we look in deep on the history of this elephant, we should look at Aerophant's main design and its inspiration. Aerophant is a pink elephant with dark eyes and what I would describe as bat-like wings in place of its ears, with its trunk holding a greenish feather. There is a lot to unpack here, but let's start with one of the major inspiration of this weird demon. That inspiration is that of a winged elephant in an exhibition named Fauna, which was created in 1987 by Joan Foctuberta, an intriguing conceptual artist who liked to examine the relationship between photography and the truth. In that series, he and his collaborator Pere Formiguera find a long-lost archives of a German zoologist named Dr. Peter Amundsen, who apparently sees some intriguing animals. That said exhibition contains, like I said, weird animal hybrid things that are, in my opinion, comical or just plain scary. Like, you can use this photo of a monkey with wings and feet of a large bird as an inspiration of your monster, or this weird turtle thing that looking at me like. Anyway, before I get derailed thanks to these weird photos, let's talk about the second inspiration, which would explain some of the other key details in Aerophant's design. He is also inspired by Dumbo, a character from a 1941 Disney movie of the same name, which tells the story of Dumbo, a big-eared elephant who can fly thanks to his big ears. This would explain why the wings of Aerophant are in the place where the ears should be. The feather he held could be a reference to the feather given to Dumbo by the crows who found him and his friend Timothy, who happened to be a mouse, sleeping high up in a tree after a hallucination. Speaking of hallucination, Aerophant being pink could be a reference to the metaphor seeing pink elephants. It is a euphemism for hallucination caused by substance such as alcohol. The movie, Dumbo and Timothy drink water contaminated with alcohol, and because of that, they get hallucination. That said hallucination is them seeing pink elephants having a parade, which happened to be one of the intriguing takes on the euphemism and one of the oldest surreal experience that I ever seen, especially since I think this is the first time I ever seen this movie. That is one good animation now. That would explain why Aerophant is pink. A bit funny inspiration, to be honest, and I really like that. Before we talk about his limited appearances in the Megaten franchise, I bring you some weird trivia, if you call them that, relating to my research that may or may not be relevant to the topic at all. If you want to skip it, this is the timestamp to go. Its name Aerophant is composed of the words aero and elephant. Aero is a prefix that means air, which comes from the word eros. Eros is also the name of the demon from the elemental waste, which is based on the element of air. Pink elephants actually do exist to some extent. It is a very rare occurrence in which the elephant would have a pinkish tone thanks to either albinism or leucism. Those same elephants would have a hard time living as predators are likely to attack them, as well as having genetic problems that would give them trouble in the future. Apparently, a Republican named Sarah Palin used the term pink elephant to refer to her and her fellow conservative women. This is the second time that I encounter a female politician that used a pink symbolism. It is weird that it happened twice to me. Elephants are my favorite animal, and my childhood dream is that I want to go to Manila Zoo in order to see Mali the elephant, whose name is one letter away from Ali Abdul, one of my favorite Squid Game character. I don't know why. Somehow I connect these two, but here you go, I guess. Aerophant appears in multiple spin-offs in the Megaton franchise, with his first appearance in Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner. In that game, he is part of the Uma race, and he has the personality Mild. He also appeared in Shin Megami Tensei Trading Card Summoner, where he is still from the same race as before. He also appears in Devil Children, Fire Book, and Ice Book. In that game, he appears as a cute version of himself, with him having cute angelic wings instead of the usual bat-like wings. Also in that game, he is part of the alternate race. Aerophant is such an obscure demon with a weird inspiration that they only appear in some spin-offs, two of which are pretty obscure in their own right. Personally, the weirdness of this demon as well as its inspiration make me, in a way, fall in love with this elephant. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this demon? Do you think we may be able to see Aerophant in later installment of the franchise? Do you think this fellow may appear in Soul Hacker 2, the latest installment of the Devil Summoner franchise? What information do I miss and what information is downright wrong? Tell me down in the comment section below, and see you guys in the next video. Farewell and happy April Fools to all of you.